Welcome over to Automotive World, everyone. I'm your host, your name is and we have some news regarding the 2025 Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid. Yesterday we did a video showing the regular hybrid system. That vehicle was increasing in MSRP. Today we have something a little bit interesting because while the normal hybrid went up, the plug-in hybrid got cheaper, and we're actually going to use Motor One's article here. I'll have the link for them down below in the description. But the base price now for the new 2025 Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid is going to start at $49,365. And that is due to there being a new entry-level trim. And the SX, the Prestige model, you're going to be paying for $54,465. This is a bit interesting here. Electrification and electrified vehicles are in a very tricky spot. Electrified vehicles are doing very well, but the EV market is still extremely volatile. And so it's interesting to see that the normal mild hybrid system increased in price, yet the plug-in hybrid system actually went down. And a lot of that here is because they say now buyers do have a new entry-level trim to choose from, which is always good. It's always good to have a new entry-level trim that gives you more options and gives you a lower starting price. That's good for the consumer and the manufacturer, because the manufacturer can now offer more and make more money on the more expensive trims, but the consumer can also get more as well by having a new entry-level trim. So it's always good to have a new entry-level trim that's cheaper than the old one. The base price for that is going to start at $49,365. That is including the $1,375 dealer destination fee. That destination fee is the same price as the normal hybrid. And then our right here, that is going to be a $2,300 difference. So it's a bit interesting because of the new entry-level trim on the plug-in hybrid. The base model for the plug-in hybrid has gone down $2,300. We did the video yesterday showing with the destination fee on the normal hybrid. The base model went up about $1,600, and then the most expensive trim, the SX trim, went up $4,100. That is going to be a really interesting. That's just a really interesting figure, honestly. I mean, and you're getting with the the hybrid powertrain, you're going to get 261 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque. 1.6 turbocharged, 4-liter engine, single electric motor, 14 kilowatt-hour battery pack. This is a plug-in hybrid, or it's not, this isn't a full EV. It's not a large battery. And then you're gonna get an electric-only range of 30 miles, which isn't necessarily a lot, but when it comes to these plug-in hybrids, usually it's anywhere from 30 to 50 miles is usually what you're gonna get all electric. So, although it is a bit on the lower side, it is still within the industry average, so nothing really to complain about there. In terms of, the performance and all, you're getting the same performance which you have, which is still extremely capable. Obviously, the LED headlights, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, we're getting a whole host of features. When you get up to the SX Prestige trim, that trim is going to cost $54,465. That is $2,800 more than last year's model. Keep in mind, that is also with that destination fee. So it is a bit interesting to see that even though, both hybrids went up, but the plug-in hybrid, because of that new entry-level trim, did go down, they did go down $2,300 versus on the normal mild hybrid, both of those vehicles went up by a considerable amount. And I mean, a lot of that with the the Prestige trim, it is the top of the line trim. You are going to get the dual 12.3-inch screens, ventilated seats, heated seats, Bose stereo system. You're obviously going to get everything. This is the top of the line trim. For the mild hybrid Sorento, as we see here, with that destination fee on the front wheel drive, you're going to pay $40,065. And then you go up to all-wheel drive models. The cheapest all-wheel drive model is going to start at $41,865. Those are increases of about $1,700 and $1,200 versus the last year. Meanwhile, the top-end model is going to, as we said earlier, it's going to go up at $4,100. That's it's really interesting that the way that this happened. Keep in mind, these are all the prices we have down here with the destination fee. the destination, it's really interesting to see that, with the front wheel drive model, 40,000. And keep in mind too, these are the normal mild hybrids, these are the plugins. So we can really see here, even on the top of the line, normal mild hybrid with the SX package, all-wheel drive, $48,265. When we look at it here compared to the the base, plug-in hybrid with all-wheel drive, it's only about $1,000 difference. So it is good to see that, we do have, the plug-in hybrid getting cheaper, but it is a bit interesting how, with the new entry-level trim, they were able to get that a little bit cheaper, but then, it still went up within the entire range. This isn't necessarily, it's higher pricing than it was. It's not necessarily terrible pricing compared to the competition, but it's not necessarily good pricing either. Obviously, with the plug-in hybrid, you are going to get more capability in terms of performance. You're going to have 261 horsepower over 227. Both of them are using the 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine. They are going to be powered by a single motor. With the mild hybrid, you're going to have a way smaller battery at 1.5 kilowatt hours, versus with the plug-in, you're going to have about 14 kilowatt hours of battery pack. That's going to get you that 30 miles of all electric range. So this isn't bad at all. But it is a bit interesting. I do find it a little bit surprising just how they were able to kind of get this going. Personally, if you ask me, I think, if you're looking at one of these hybrid ones, if you're looking at the hybrid SX package, I would just honestly skip that, and for like about a little bit more than $1,000, if you look at it, about $1,100, I would just go for the plug-in, because you're going to get the all-electric range. You're going to get more capability, more performance. And to me, I think for a lot of people, at least for me, like I said, 30 miles is a little bit on the lower side. It still is within the industry average, but it is on the lower side. But I think most people who are looking at hybrids, especially for driving in the city and all that, they may not drive more than 30 to 50 miles a day. So I think that, all electric range of 30 miles, I think, is for a good majority of the population good enough. And, to be able to then charge that vehicle at home, that can save people a lot of money. So personally, if it was me, despite having a lot of options here, and keep in mind these are with the destination fee of about $1,400, $1,375. If you are looking at the Sorento Hybrid SX Prestige with all-wheel drive, I would honestly just spend the extra $1,000 and go with the plug-in. Between the plug-in with the regular plug-in, the EX, and the SX, there is a bit of a jump. It is about a $4,000 to $5,000 jump. But personally, I think kind of the plug-in right here, if obviously $50,000 is a considerable amount of change. But if you are, looking between these two, I think this is kind of the sweet spot right here, in my opinion. I think right here, the plug-in hybrid EX is a sweet spot, and I think as well the Sorento, with the mild hybrid, the EX all-wheel drive, I think that's a sweet spot as well. I wouldn't, even if you don't need, all-wheel drive at that point, I think you might as well just get it. I think personally, like I said, those two vehicles are the sweet spot. So it is a bit interesting to see that, yes, the Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid is cheaper than last year's model, and that is thanks to the new entry-level trim that they've created. However, with the SX Prestige model, just like on the mild hybrid model, those models are going to go up. So that's going to be our video, everyone. Let me know what you guys think of these prices. Are you considering this vehicle? Do you think it's a fair price? Is it too much? Did you get priced out? Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching, everyone.